everyone. This is Heidi Watney. Welcome to the show.
No sé cuál me voy, el perro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar.
Into its second century, but still one of the best around. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that pitched in the All-Star game earlier this year. I like the way this guy goes about his business. He attacks the strike zone, and one of the things he's not afraid to do, let the opposing team put the ball in play. A solid all-around pitcher.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 13.
And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Matt, I know they're expecting a lot more out of Randy Arozarena right now. I thought they might get a lot more production out of him this year, but I look at the numbers with runners in scoring position, and his batting average is less than 250 in those spots. If you're a guy expected to drive in runs, you're going to have to hit a lot better than that.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale.
2-2 now.
Just underway here at Fenway Park. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Randy Arozarena is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball, the show. Chris Archer, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you'll know Chris Archer's good if he's able to throw that high fastball up in the zone. He's primarily a 2-pitch pitcher. A good fastball he'll ride up in the zone in a hard slider. Not really a true slider, more of a slurve, kind of in between a slider and a curveball. One of the keys for Chris, establishing first pitch strikes with either of the fastball or the hard off-speed pitch.
And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Lau moving to his left. 2 gone. Here's J.D. Martinez. Currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Mike Zunino. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Roll, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Schwarber's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and that's the second out. So the next to bat will be Michael Brasso. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Ball 1 to start the at bat. The 1-0. Fouled off. And he'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Here now is Rafael Devers. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair.
The third baseman.
Infield in the over shift here. Now the pitch. Devers, right field and carrying well. Center fielder going back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. Number 33 on the year. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
To give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
1 and 2 to the Boston shortstop.
1 and 2.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Second baseman.
He's set and the pitch. Kike Hernandez is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Fastball just inside.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
2 and 2 count. Here it comes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1 and 2. Bogaerts, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that one yanked just foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Margot is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We played 2. Now 1-0 Boston. The batter will will be Sam Hilliard. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. It was a 2-for-5 effort from him in the series finale on Sunday. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Next to hit, Brandon Lowe. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2.
Ball. That's inside.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Down in order go the Rays. That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck, who was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
The first baseman, Bobby. Ball.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Throwing to second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
Standing in now, number 88. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Popped up. Franco waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder.
Next up, Alex Verdugo. He flew out in his last debut. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Fastball well outside. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Hilliard finds some space out there for the catch to return. That brings up Wander Franco. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Fouled away. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he will take strike 3 call. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Manuel Margot is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 88 is there, and he has it for the out. And now here is Randy Arozarena. Now here's the pitch.
Ball one.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They still try. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Hilliard is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Stepping in next, Rafael Devers. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Fouled off. Popped him up. Rousseau has room in foul territory. 2 down. Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. He singled in his first AB. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Count now, a ball and a strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Down the third baseline. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
So now to the plate, Kike Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
That's a stone cold take right there. Easily could have been rung up instead.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2.
Out in front as he grounds this one to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. They lead it 1-0. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the catcher Mike Zunino. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
1-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Count even at 2-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And it's fouled away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Grounded to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
No left fielder, Kyle.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
1-1 to Schwarber. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
Into the windup and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So here is Christian Vasquez. Flew out last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in now, Bobby Dahlbeck. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball and to count like that is just unforgivable.
2-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Margot is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. On to first, and they get the double play. 1 hit's all they get. New inning set to get underway, and now digging in will be Sam Hilliard.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
And he lays off for ball 1. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here now the 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And the Rays are in the hit column. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
The first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
At the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And it's 1-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get him out.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
To the plate now, Brandon Lowe. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Wow. You want to know how strong this guy is? That was a changeup, and he drives it to straight center. Dead center out of the ballpark. He makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Wander Franco stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney. Stepping in once again is number 88. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And here's one that misses as the count moves to 2-1 on the Boston right fielder. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Alex Verdugo digging in now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
Hey, I like to be aggressive on the base. put pressure on the defense, but you better be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to slide safely into third. He wasn't out by very much, but I don't care. You can't be giving up outs at third base.
J.D. Martinez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. And it's off the green monster. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Hit to first. He's right there, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Red Sox lead 1. Still tied 1 apiece. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's Randy Arozarena. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. They'll throw into second. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. So here's Mike Zunino. 1-0 the count. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Score remains. So stepping in is Xander Bogaerts. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Not shortstop.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start on this.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Next up is Kyle Schwarber. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Ball one. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
This is on the ground over to first. One there. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So now to the plate, Nelson Cruz. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 2-0 on the way. Two and 2 the count. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he popped him up. Dahlbeck in foul ground, but this will land untouched.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He can pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Nelson Cruz goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Up next, Ji-Man Choi, and their runners at the corners now. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We're back to Fenway after this. Striding in is Christian Vasquez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the stretch. Swinging a ground ball to third. A dive, and he can't hang on. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the Jose Iglesias will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fouled off. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. As a look, now the pitch.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Down the left field line and deep, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
I'm set with the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. No swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
And it's fouled away. Here he comes again. 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hilliard is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
Pulled toward right center field. Margot on his horse. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Francisco Mejia is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Kevin Plawecki is into the ball game.
Now catcher, number 25, Kevin.
Now here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
A swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Up next for the Rays, Wander Franco. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. This one's down to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So now here is Manuel Margot. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it is.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Softly hit out towards short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Score remains tied 1-1. Matt Wisler comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Ryan McMahon will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. Ready now is J.D. Martinez. With a multi-hit day to his credit already, this proves that even quality pitching can't slow him down.
Absolutely. This guy, when the weather warms up, he is certainly taking the next step forward, and it doesn't matter who's on the mound. He seems to have rhythm and timing, whether it's the ace of the staff or the 25th man on the roster. This guy is having a monster season.
At the plate, Rafael Devers, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1, here's the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. high in the air out to center field. Hilliard is there, 2 gone. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The set and the 2-1. 3-1. Kike Hernandez would be next. 2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track in the inning. Runner at second now. Nobody out. And up next will be Randy Arozarena. Here's the first pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
Usually in extra innings, you wait around for someone to run into one. He took